Hi everyone, very good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Yeah,
Soumya.
hi sir. So 2 more minutes. We'll start up with the event. There are a few more people are yet to join. Yeah. Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome, sir. Welcome to today's event. Chellappan sir and Dibya Sahu sir. We'll start our event in another two
Yeah,
minutes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Hi. How was your day, sir? Hope everything is doing good.
Yeah, lovely.
Great. Okay. So today we'll go ahead with the event. So, very good evening, everyone, and dear jury members. Thank you for joining us on a Saturday evening. And this is Saumya, and it's a pleasure to be your host for next couple of hours. The Institute of Product Leadership welcomes you for the Skillathon of Customer-Centric Value Proposition, the cohort of Product Management Certificate Program. Our participants will present their innovative solutions, and our esteemed juries will evaluate them on the key parameters. As Skillathon goes, it promises to be an evening filled with excitement, challenges, and skill demonstrate. And this is an event where we shortlist top participants from the cohorts, present on their ideas on the projects, and also portfolio to words of assurance to demonstrate. So basically, this is on communication, articulation, business modeling, and understanding. Before we get started, I would like to thank the audience and the juries for joining us on the Saturday evening. And today's session is going to be definitely having a learning takeaway. The cohort will walk the talk of IPL mantra, that is learning by doing. And the audience will not just witness it live, but also you will get to vote and choose the winner. So let's begin the session by giving you an insight into what skillathons are, and why IPL emphasize skillathons being the real test of skills. Skillathon is an event where the top performing learners demonstrate their understanding of skills and applications of the same on the construct of real world product ideas as a part of a learning journey. So before we proceed with this, just wanted to give you a glimpse what is product management certificate program is. It's a globally recognized program, assurance of skill versus knowledge, focused on career transition or acceleration and learning by doing. I welcome the juries of today. Today we have three prolific juries of leading industry practitioners. First, we have Chellappan Lakshmanan Sir. He is a Director of Product Management from Walmart Global Tech India. Welcome, sir. Welcome for today's event. We would like to know more about you.
Hey, thanks. Thanks a lot for having me around. It's great to be a part of this event. I'm Chalapan. For everyone, I'm a part of Walmart. I work with the Walmart international teams, primarily focusing on Canada, Mexico, and Chile as markets. I handle three distinct charters. I handle what is called as accounts. Then I handle a membership program similar to Amazon Prime that we have over here. Plus, I also do a little bit of new age translations using AI and machine learning. So that is my charter. I've been a product manager for slightly over like a decade and a half right now. Had an opportunity to work across different organizations, starting from global ones, could be like a Walmart or an Amazon or a Yahoo, to Indian startups like Myntra and Licious. Myntra's tech. Yeah, so that's been my journey. Love to be a part of this.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us today. Next, we have Gibai Sahu, sir. He's Associate Vice President of Products from Markets and Markets. Welcome, sir. Welcome for today's event. We would like to hear about you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So thanks for the invite and hello everyone. So this is Divya Sahu here. So overall, I have 15 years of experience working in this product management field. I started my career because a lot of you are probably transitioning into product management also. So probably you will see some of the similarities. Started my career as a software engineer only and then transitioned into product management. Got a opportunity to work with multiple startups. I started my own startup as well. Worked in multiple domains, starting with marketing technology to marketing automation to fintech. And right now I'm working in the field of building strategy softwares for the top Fortune 500 companies at markets and markets. Yeah, that's a brief about myself. Happy to hear about your all projects, what you have been working on today. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the introduction. And we have Mr. Kunal Karandikar. He's the Director of Product Management from Target. Good evening, sir. Welcome to today's event.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. So, a brief, quick intro about me. So, I lead product management within the. I'm part of like a team called Enterprise Price, which looks after like pricing, promotions, and clearance within Target. So, I lead like a team of product managers and work very closely with data science and MLOps folks, which can bring out automated AI-driven pricing. So before this, I was also working with American Express in the fintech space, as well as have prior experience working with a couple of startups, including Acco Insurance, based out of India. So yeah, thanks for having me. Really looking forward to this event. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the introduction. So, a very warm welcome, juries. Thank you for taking the time to join us as a jury member of today's Skillathon. So, now let's get into the guidelines for the event. So, as given, it will be 10 minutes presentation with 5 minutes of Q&A and followed by 5 minutes of feedback by the juries. Juries will cast their vote on scale of 5 to 1, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. The scores will be announced by loud by the juries. Once the presenter is done, the audience, please keep your phone ready to can the score. So let's begin the presentation for the day. We have the first presenter for today, that is Sudhanshana Rao and Siddharth. Hi, can you please start sharing your screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello everyone. Good evening. I'll share my screen. I think Samir, you need to provide
Yes,
the
yes, yes, I'm doing it. Yes.
yeah. Okay. Is it that?
Yes, your screen is visible
Visible.
and your time starts now.
Sorry, Soman, just a minute.
No problem, Siddharth. Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, I hope the screen is visible. Sorry for
Yeah,
that.
it's visible.
It's
Yeah, you
visible.
can put it in the slideshow mode.
All right, then. I'll get started. Good
Yeah,
evening.
your time starts. Yes.
Sorry. Good evening, everyone. This is Siddharth along with Sudeshna here. First of all, we would like to thank you for the opportunity to present here today. To start off, fashion e-commerce has evolved tremendously over the last decade. Consumers today have access to thousands of products instantly on the tip of their fingers. But despite all of that progress, one major problem still remains unsolved. That is the decision confidence on what to buy and what to wear. So this is where Style Me solution comes in. This is an AI powered personal styling assistant designed to reduce outfit uncertainty, improve fashion confidence, and deliver personalized styling experience at a scale. Next slide. Uh, Yep. So the current fashion shopping experience is fundamentally overwhelming and generic. As a result, consumers repeatedly ask themselves the question, will this suit me? Does this match my style or occasion? Will it fit me properly? Etc. So the fashion e-commerce has already solved the product discovery extremely well. The fashion discovery is not tailored to an individual context or a body, so there is a lack of personalization here. Next slide, please. So to understand the problem better, let's answer why it matters. There is a broken user experience where the user is given with overwhelming choices, which leads to decision fatigue. There is no proper guidance on fit or style that suits them, which leads to hesitation or confidence to wear any outfit. There are irrelevant recommendations, which leads to frustration and dropping off on choosing or dressing up or picking up an outfit. Most platforms just rely on you may also like kind of suggestions. There is a massive financial loss involved as well. This problem is huge. Today, nearly 30% of fashion e-commerce purchases are returned, of which 60% are solely because of the poor fit and styling uncertainty. That creates massive inefficiencies across logistics, inventory management, and reverse supply chains. And this also is a profitability problem. But beyond operational losses, there is also a growing consumer expectation on the need for personalization, which we see today is still broken. Users uh, Users today increasingly expect digital experience to understand them personally and guide them to make any outfit decisions. So consumers no longer want a generic product suggestion; they want contextual and personalized guidance. On the fourth, the demand is clear and growing fast. The market is already signaling a strong demand for better personalization experience. The research shows that over 80% of the consumers prefer personalized shopping experiences while agreeing to pay the delta cost for the personalization. While a significant majority expect brands to understand their style and preferences more accurately, we can see many of the fast moving fashion brands are changing their line of products occasionally based on the generational trends. At the same time, there is a growing interest in AI powered shopping and styling assistance, which is why we believe personalization today is no longer just a feature enhancement but a need to the user. It's becoming a strategic business advantage in fashion commerce. With that said, I'll hand over to Sudeshna to take us through the target audience.
Sure. Thank you, Siddharth. So now let us look at the target audience. The first category are your early adopter niche. This segment acts as a smart entry point to the market. It includes the Gen Z and young millennials living in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities who are highly engaged with the current day fashion and are very active on social media. They're very comfortable using the AI driven experiences. So this segment acts best for fast adoption, feedback loops, and for the product market fit validation. The second category that we have are the primary users, and it includes the digital first fashion shoppers and the style conscious but guidance seeking users. They struggle with questions like, will this fit me, suit my body or style? And they care about their aesthetic trends and they want convenience and confidence in their purchases. So this segment would benefit the most from the AI stylist recommendations, and they'll get an entire outfit guidance, not just product being recommended to them. The third category that we have are the secondary users, which includes the fit frustrated shoppers. These shoppers today are highly dissatisfied with the current platforms. There is high return of the products because of the poor fitting, and they hesitate to try new brands. We also have the occasional or the event based shoppers who want to shop for specific events like weddings, parties, etc. They need complete looks, not individual items. So this acts as a strong use case for the outfit level personalization. And last category, which is the most important for monetization, which is the B2B customers. This includes your fashion e-commerce platforms like Myntra, Agio, Nykaa, etc. to name a few. Their problems, high return rates, low conversion, weak personalization. Style Me helps them increase their conversions, reduce the returns, and improve the customer retention. We also conducted few customer interview, and this was not just revolved around the customers' shopping behavior, but instead also to understand their emotional behavior while they are buying any outfit or making a fashion decision. So we had asked questions revolving around their behavior, pain points, and user needs. To understand a user behavior, some of the questions asked were, how do you currently decide what to wear or buy online? Do you feel overwhelmed by too many fashion choices? What are the challenges you face when shopping for clothes online? How confident are you in your styling and outfit decisions? What is the usual amount of time you spend browsing before making a decision? To understand the pain point of a user, some of the questions asked were, have you ever purchased clothes that did not suit or fit you properly? What are some of the main reasons for you to return a product? Do the existing platforms provide relevant recommendations? Are you frustrated about online shopping? To understand a user's need, the questions asked were, what are some of the important factors when you are selecting an outfit? Would you use an AI-powered fashion assistant for styling guidance? Would you be okay with the wardrobe-based outfit suggestions? What are certain features that would make you trust the fashion recommendations more? Siddharth, can you take over from here?
Yes, thanks, Sudeshna. So for the primary research, we conducted a user interview question with digital first fashion shoppers. Like Sudeshna mentioned the questions previous to this slide. We gathered insights on the shopping behavior of the user, styling challenges, their pain points of fit uncertainty, and the lack of personalization aspect of it. We observed the strong demand for personalized outfit recommendation and styling guidance. On the secondary research, we studied industry reports which point us to high return rates caused due to poor fit and styling mismatch. We examined how existing fashion platforms use recommendation systems. We also identified a growing market demand for contextual and personalized fashion assistance. To sum up the problem validation, one of the strongest that we got was that users don't necessarily lack clothing options. They lack confidence and clarity about how to use what they already own. We consistently observed recurring patterns over here. More importantly, these weren't isolated behaviors, but they were deeply embedded into the user's daily routine itself. Our validation reinforced the belief that the market does not simply need better fashion discovery, but it needs intelligent styling support with personalization. Looking into the persona to better understand the emotional and behavioral side of the problem, we developed the persona of Ria, who is a young professional representing our target audience. She is highly digitally active on and socially influenced and fashion conscious. She regularly shops online, saves fashion inspirations, and wants to look polished and confident in both social and professional settings. But despite owning many clothes and engaging frequently with fashion platforms, she still struggles with styling confidence and purchase certainty. She spends excessive time deciding what to wear and delays her purchases constantly because of uncertainty of whether it will suit her or not. And then there is often underutilized wardrobe choices. What's important here is that the issue is not lack of interest in fashion, but it's the lack of confidence in decision making on what to wear and what to buy. uh, Looking into the pain points of the persona, next slide. Yeah. uh, as I mentioned earlier, the pain points are not occasional but rather frequent and recurring. This happens every time she has to shop online or has to pick an outfit for an occasion or for a daily wear. This is embedded into the user's daily decision making loop. When we analyze the impact of these pain points, we realize the consequences extended far beyond simple shopping inconveniences. There is a significant time cost because users spend excessive time browsing and making decisions. There is also a financial cost driven by poor purchases, unused clothing, and frequent returns. But perhaps most importantly, there is an emotional cost where the user experiences frustration, insecurity, and anxiety around how they present themselves,
Hi, Siddharth.
especially.
Sorry for the interruption. You can
Yep.
take 1 more minute and we can wind up the presentation.
Sure. Yep. And because of this behavior repeats frequently, it creates long-term cognitive and emotional fatigue. That's what makes this problem strategically meaningful. Over to you, Sudeshna.
Yeah, looking into the value proposition canvas, this helps us to check or validate if our solution actually correlates or aligns with the user needs and their problems. What are some of the customer jobs if we look at the customer segment over here? Certain jobs to be done by a product is to find an outfit that suits their body and style, make confident purchase decisions, use their existing wardrobe efficiently. The pain points, like we said earlier, that a user faces is decision overload, fit and style uncertainty, and an underutilized wardrobe. What are certain things that he or she expects? They want a suggestion of outfits that is based on weather, direct link to purchase an outfit at the best price, and staying updated with the trend. If we look at the value map over here, a product aims to provide outfit recommendation engine, an AI stylist, and a wardrobe scanner. The pain relievers given over here help us overcome a user frustration by giving them personalized recommendations and fit-aware suggestions and a digital wardrobe clarity. The game creators are aimed to improve the overall user experience by giving them a complete outfit generation, smart purchase suggestions, and lastly, an info on the latest fashion trend. In order to validate if a user actually wants and trusts the personalized outfits, we have also come up with a minimum viable product. And some of its core features include number one is a basic styling profiling, where there is a simple onboarding process where the user has to give his inputs on the style, preference, occasion that helps us create a user profile, followed by an outfit recommendation engine that gives curated outfits based on occasion and style inputs. There is also a feedback loop that takes into consideration a user's like and dislikes and helps us improve personalization over time. There is also a product linking, which at the MVP stage is a like integration that redirects to the e-commerce platforms where the user can buy the product. And lastly, you have the wardrobe scanning feature where a user manually adds or uploads few wardrobe items to receive more personalized outfit combination. Lastly, in order to validate the MVP, certain experiments run where number one is a clickable prototype testing, where a user interacts with the basic prototype, completes the onboarding, selects his preference, and views the generated outfits. This helps us understand if a user actually trusts the recommendation and if he or she finds the recommendations to be relevant, measures the user engagement and interaction with the platform, and lastly, identify the usability and check if there is any navigation issue in the recommendation flow. The second experiment run was the landing page and recommendation interaction test. Here, the user views the curated outfit recommendations and interacts with the product links or outfit suggestions. Here we validated if a user actually shows any purchase intent through clicks and interactions. And lastly, we also have an experiment to validate the wardrobe integration experiment. Here, the users manually add or upload few wardrobe items to receive personalized outfit combination. This helped us validate if users are willing to share their wardrobe data, understand the usefulness of wardrobe-based recommendations, measure whether personalization improves when existing wardrobe items are included, and also to test if a user interest in smart wardrobe planning features. So to conclude, we believe that the future of the fashion e-commerce is not defined by someone who has the largest catalog, but instead is defined by someone who understands the user more smartly or in an intelligent manner. Yeah, thank you. That was our presentation. We are now open to any questions or feedback.
Yeah, thank you. So let's get into the questions and feedback from the juries. Chellapasa, your feedback and question for the team.
Couple of very, very broad questions before I kind of start off with the first thing is I kind of went through, first of all, thanks a lot for putting up this one together. It's pretty interesting to look at the problem. Why do you think it's a new problem for us to solve? If you look at most of the people who are operating at this particular point in time, it could be a Myntra, it could be an Ajio, whoever, have actually solved this problem in some way or the other, right? What is new that you're actually bringing to the table?
I think to answer, you're rightly, so do you want to go ahead and answer or?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's right that Myntra and other e-commerce platforms that we have today have somewhere answered the problem, but not completely, I would say. So right now, what they do is they recommend things like you may also like, they give this feature of you may also like feature rather than they don't suggest an entire outfit.
It
That's
is
one
shop
thing I
the
would say.
looks. There are people have actually experimented with what you call as entire outfit is essentially something called a shop the looks in the industry, right? Where
Okay.
quite a few people have experimented with the entire look being present, where you get a collection of items. So
Correct, but that is based on a generic public feedback, I would say, rather than it's not for an individual. It's not based on his or her preference, right? I mean, I don't know if,
So
at least I have
maybe
not come
something
across.
for you to explore, you should try out something called as virtual try-ons, which kind of give you a clearer picture of what happens when a customer actually comes and they can put it on them. They can actually check the entire look on them. That is one. Then secondly, from a research perspective, very, only three questions. Second one, what was the new piece of information that you discovered from research? Because whatever you basically presented is publicly available information, right? In terms of pain points, in terms of what is the new thing that you figured out from your customer research?
I would say that I have not come across something that is new, but rather it reinforced the fact that why we need to come up with a solution.
Got it. Okay, no problem. One
It
final
could be
question. Yeah.
Sorry, it
Go
could be the decision fatigue that the user faces. It's not just a one-time thing, but they face it regularly on a daily basis. So the solution plans to solve this on a daily basis whenever the user has to pick up an outfit for a occasion. Most of us have to pick an outfit for our office, or so for all of those daily needs. It solves the decision fatigue that the user has to go through.
Got it. Okay. Well, one final point. The biggest problem the fashion industry faces, and sorry, I come from Myntra, so I kind of worked on, so I know that there is a specific problem. Most of the shopping, especially when I talk about men shopping, is very different from women. That's a differentiation that I did not see over here, because the way men shop fashion, the way women shop fashion is very, very different. And one of the biggest problems that you see in the industry is women's fashion, when you actually go for non-branded clothes, for instance, when there are so many people, to capture all the information to even power these machinery is extremely complex. There are a number of people who are kind of producing these garments and then get them to measure exactly to understand size, fit. So there is a lot of things, maybe something that you might want to think about as you think about the solution in more detail. Yeah, I'll take a pause and probably hand it over to the rest of the jury.
Sure, sir. Thank you for the feedback.
I
Thank you,
can
sir.
go next. Yeah, really nice presentation. I just had a couple of questions. One around, I think, although your presentation focused on the persona, and like going back to a couple of points that Telefin was also calling out. I just wanted to see if how do you even let's say if you go ahead and deploy the solution, what is it that you are going to measure, and what would be a significant lift in terms of that you would think that this should essentially go into, let's say, production or something like that. So just wanted to hear your thoughts on how would you measure this and quantify success.
It would be based on the experiments that we would do, especially on the proto test experiment, from which we would get in the click rates and the user interaction data uh, of the features that we will provide,
And
which
also,
which will help us understand if a feature is relevant or is there something else the user is looking for.
I think adding on to that, one another parameter that we would be wanting to measure is the retention parameter, because we are trying to solve the daily outfit recommendation is what we are focusing at. So if we, and for our system or solution to be more personalized, we would want the user to come back every day and give his or her feedback that would help us improve personalization over time. So retention is also one factor that we would look into to deploy.
How would you measure impact of personalization? Like, would it just be like the click through rate, or like how if you can maybe list down a few factors that
Uh,
would.
One is the click-through rate and also the feedbacks. So we want the customer to give or the user to give their feedback. What do they think of it? Whether they're liking the looks that we have generated for them. Are they saving it certain, there's a save look option, let's say. Are they saving it to that site? Um, yeah, that's certain things that from the top of my head that I can think of.
Yeah, but
It's similar
apart
to
from qualitative feedback, right? Like, what quantitative metrics can you use? Because like you cannot just go through qualitative feedback at scale when you're deploying solutions at scale. I
Mm.
mean, you would use qualitative feedback, but most of your feedback would be quantitative because you're operating at scale at that level, right? So, what are some of those metrics that you would consider that would indicate this is going the right way?
So we have a feature that we have provided, a save this look or like this look feature. Even though the user does not even though the user need not pick the outfit and dress up themselves, they can just choose like this outfit. Eh, Similar to what Instagram does, we can we can save an image or a reel. We can interact with by giving it some comments or liking it. S- and similar to that, there is an additional feature where we can, based on the outfit that is recommended, if the user does not like certain, let's say the jeans that is shown that is recommended, the user does not like that, then there's an additional feature where uh, they can swap that particular clothing or apparel. A swap feature is being provided, so that also gives us an understanding whether what AI is generating, the recommendations that the AI is doing, is really quantifiable or not.
Okay. But essentially, so like if we break this into four metrics or like four
Mhm.
broad themes, right? One focuses on the type of assortment that you want, like a user wants to see. Like second focuses on the discovery in terms of like what are all the options that are available within that assortment. Third focuses on the journey, like the time it takes from
Start
starting
to
the
picking
process
an
to
outfit.
ending
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then fourth is around monetization. So if you wanted to kind of look at those
Mhm.
four metrics broadly, like where do you see this to be? Like what impact would like where should this solution lie? Like or which specific category of metric should this impact the most?
Initially, to begin with, at the beginning stage, it would be more of customer acquisition and retention. Later, moving towards the monetization aspect and integrating it into um, platforms like Mintra and so on. Because the users initially would any competitor that is available in the market as of now will directly ask for a certain paid subscription. So the plan is we initially provide certain free trial based on the either number of outfits or based on the number of days, without even having to log in or have a paid subscription subscribed. And then later we can move towards the monetization aspect, where we could use affiliation and generate revenue for the product.
Got it. And one last question before I
Yes.
hand it off. Like, how do you validate the AI output?
That would be based on the user feedback. I know it is not easy to make the user or customer give feedback, but the one other matrix that I can think of, the time they spend on a particular outfit that is recommended, similar to what even Instagram does based on the time we spend per reel. Based on that, it keeps recommending similar reel suggestions.
Okay, I'm good. I mean, like apart from this, I'd also encourage you to look at
Mhm.
a concept called AI evals,
Okay.
which are like used in the industry just to kind of
Mhm.
validate the
Mhm.
output that the AI models generate.
Okay.
So just take a look at that. But yeah,
Sure. Sure.
sorry, I just took
Yeah.
maybe a little
Thank you, sir.
more time than.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your feedback. Devoy, sir, your feedback and question for the team.
Yeah, so Sudeshna, Siddharth, so overall, like presentation flow was very good. But some questions here specifically on the persona, like interview. Okay. What I am not able to actually get from your presentation is, have you really done the customer interviews and do you have the real feedbacks on your presentation? Okay. Because one of the bigger pain point, what I know, at least as a consumer also, is like the apart from the designs and the types of the apparels, but the size plays a very important role because everyone has a different size, right? So be it male or female and all. So in the entire onboarding cycle, what you are presenting in the MVP, I was not able to really see how easily you are able to capture those informations, because ultimately what you are going to do is you are probably going to use AI to generate some images and then share with the audience or the persona, and then they will decide which one to choose. Like if you take a example of jeans, also in jeans you have straight jeans, you have slim
True.
jeans, you have tailored fade. There are different varieties, and then there might be UK size, US size, India size. Lot of variations are there. Some person might be obese, some might be thin. Okay, different variations for the same height also. So how your app is really capturing all these informations in a very easy way from the user, that is something which I found missing, because right now whatever you are speaking and presenting looks very generic compared to the what apps and features are already available in the market. So I think you should think really on the user's pain point and then come up with certain features. It can be only one feature which can be like a killer feature. It can be like the better, you can say, size detection and then generating the most accurate AI images, which might be very helpful for the users. Because in our if we are going physically to a particular showroom or anywhere, we have the trial room there. We take 5 6 gins together and then we wear and then we finally decide. But in the AI world, this is also possible if proper size, proper onboarding flow is there and user is able to give information very seamlessly. Maybe you can use NLP, or user can type in exact problems what he used to have when he is buying online, and then converting those informations into passing those informations to AI and then really generating the images. Yeah. So that's just one feedback. Yeah.
Uh, I'd like to answer that, even though there. So sorry for not capturing that data in the current presentation. But when we did a market research, the onboarding stage usually takes 8 to 9 steps. The initial login to understanding the user. So what we have reduced that and cut it down to 4 steps, where which is already implemented into our prototype. So we ask the user any style preferences that they have, the type of fit that they prefer, any color likings that they have, and any social media influencers that they would like to follow based on the fashion trends for which is suitable for them. So these are the initial onboarding questions that we ask.
Yeah, I think it's probably missing from this slide. I agree with that, but we have looked into those aspects of the user requirement as well. We have considered their fit, body type, and what do they generally prefer. Because these days, with the trends, not everyone likes to wear as per their body size. Like someone who is lean also wants to wear a baggy or oversized things like that. So we have taken into consideration those aspects of it, those aspects as well, and we have included it in our prototype. I agree that it's missing from today's presentation. We will ensure that probably when the next time that we are doing that, we will include it in the MVP segment. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
team. Yeah, thank you,
Thank
sir, for
you.
your feedback. So now we'd like to know the scores for the team. Devoy, sir, your score for the team?
We have to score overall on all the points, or
It's on all the points, Professor. Sorry, sir.
out of 5,
On
right?
5, yeah, out of 5, yes.
Okay. So out of 5, it's 4.
Okay. Kunal, sir, your scores?
Yeah, I would say 4 as well.
4. Okay. Chillapan, sir, your score for the team?
I'd say 3 on the score of 3.
3. Okay.
I'll give
Okay.
it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, team. So now,
Sammy, just a
audience,
quick question.
yeah,
Do we also get to vote ourselves? Like, I don't know, the QR that
yeah.
popped up initially.
Please keep your phones ready. I'm just gonna display the QR here, so you can start voting for
Yeah,
your.
thank you.
So, audience, please scan the QR and please vote for the team. Audience, please start voting for the team. Please scan the QR and cast your vote. Okay, now let's see the results now. Okay, thank you. So now let's get into team 2, Satyajit Gupta and Jitendra Sahu.
Okay, thank you. Thank you giving for this
Yeah,
opportunity. So I don't think that okay will get enough time. Let me start on that.
yeah,
Let me
please
share
start
my
sharing
screen.
your screen.
Please confirm
Sure.
once the screen is visible. Okay, so is my screen is visible?
Yeah, you can put it in the slideshow mode.
Okay, sure. Okay, so let me start. So thanks panel for giving us this opportunity. I am Jitendra, and along with me Satyajit is there. So we have come up with kind of solutions and specifically regarding the health care point of view. So before I start, I can say that we already know that Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. So this platform is totally compiled with Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. So we have done a lot of work on that, and we have also see that how this policy and all these things really mapping to it. So there is no conflict if it will come to a shape. So that's what I want to start it here. And we are going to present only the uniqueness of the product. I'm not going to, both Satyajit and me, and are not going to present everything which is already there and already floated in the market. So I would like to start with my competitor, like Tata 1NG, Pharma SG, and Modibody. So whatever they are providing, we are little bit unique from that. So that is what I would like to start with the slide. Just a minute. Okay, so next is that what exactly this focus is. This is a unified health service platform, and our focus is on designing a technology enable the healthcare support solution and for the busy working professional and addressing the critical gap in emergency response. I'm reiterating the point here: emergency response with hospital admission and patient monitoring, and as well as the post-treatment care. So these are the 4 areas, I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 areas, which is really is missing if if you see the current service provider, whatever they are providing. So this service provider app is integrated with existing healthcare infrastructure to provide the quick and reliable health service by the 24/7. So if you see this, that problem statement, whatever is very much, we all know about it regarding the problem statement we facing all together day by day. So the basically from the business point of view and as well as from the solution provider point of view. So these are the delay in emergency response, and we are really, people are struggling to get hospital and ICU admission difficulties is really a very big point for all of us. And another one is the lack of real-time patient update, which is a anyone can agree on that, me, because whenever patient is getting admission, we are really rushed to the medical staff, we really rush to we are waiting for the patient, that means doctor, to get some feedback. But here this kind of this is a unified on the Aishman digital mission. So as per the policy, the any patient attendants are really have the rights to get their patient details, so at any point of time, which is really lacking if you see in the current market and in the current hospital service providers, sorry. So this is what we are doing it. And another one is that very important. For example, let's say I'm away and my family is here in Bangalore, and if something is happen, who will take care of that one? You know that nowadays families are become very isolated, right? So you have to go and knock the door from your neighbors, and they may not be attend your case, so that is very panic situation. So this is the unified health service which will help you within a very quick response, and it will provide you all issue service, any emergency response, even doctor collaboration. And this is what. And another one is that routine checkup and post treatment treatment care gap, which we are going to bridge it. So that is also part of this one. Okay, so now next is that this is the problem statement I had already that elaborated. Now come to the key customer. Here, our key customer specifically, first of all, first category is that busy working professional, which is really has the age group of 28 to 60. They are corporate employee, entrepreneur, and executive, limited time to manage healthcare, and mostly they are away from the work, away from due to work and travel. Second category is that NRI, which is outstanding outstation family members living in different cities and countries, and parents are not staying with them in another, and they are staying at another location, and they need the remote monitoring and emergency handling. And another one is the biggest problem we all are facing every day regarding the challenges of elderly parents. The senior require the frequent medical attention, a high risk of the medical emergency in the chronic diseases cases. So if you go to the, actually we have did, specifically me and Satya had did near about 20 to 25 interview. I'll go to the persona because it is not possible to put all these things in one slide, but we have we try to put 3 people persona. But before that, these are the interview questions, and we interview the questions as per the services like emergency services, post-treatment care services, daily patient progress update, how they are managing, and a routine checkup. So these are the, if you see that around no, 10 questions we are repeatedly, that's the main 10 questions we are putting across the persona, across the team. And no, there are other certain questions which you have not captured over here. Now, okay, maybe I need to go to persona first. I think that is missed out. Yeah. Okay, I think that is missed out. Maybe I need to put that. So there are many people who have no, already discussed with them. So maybe that slide I got maybe erased out, or maybe I need to check it out. So now come to your empathy map. So here are the tired motivation, and if you see that if you speak about what exactly the map is saying. So it is delay in emergency response, and no, it is very difficult to get an appointment in case of emergency or in case of regular kind of checkup. And there is a fragmented service kind of, no, you have to move here and there, you have to move from one desk to another desk, which is really a very painful job for attendants and as well as patient. And enable ability to provide the immediate no, support when you are away, as I elaborated. So most of the people, they are no, going away on the work basis, so they are taking really lot of pain what their family is doing, and if something is emergencies come, who is going to take care? So this is the main no, pain we are facing over here. So here we have the plan for the if you see the what exactly we are doing, we have the planning, nearest option, we're gonna searching the services, because we have to know, ask people what to do, and that is the time consuming, right? And we don't know what will the patient condition during that time. And the third one is that thinking, and it's a very panic moment and very puzzled where I need to go. Should I go to this hospital? Should I go to another hospital? I'm not able to, because during the panic situation, one cannot take very straightforward decision or no effective decision. And another one is the no, sometimes most of the times we are becoming very demotivated. So that is the empathy map we had put over here. And if you come to the value map, so I'll put that no, if you see that this is a tagline, kind your pain and our purpose deliver the happiness, specifically because whatever the things you are now people are facing day to day, in case of emergency, in case of elderly treatment, so we are going to provide in the 24/7 with this platform. So now come to value proposition. So we have captured many value proposition here, and I'm sure they should be really helpful for the for people over here. So one is that 24/7 emergency ambulance assistance. Very particularly I have chosen, because there are a lot of things we can integrate, but these are the very highlighted things. And another one is the instant ICU admission support, because we don't know which ICU bed is free. So this is the this platform will provide you the, okay, this is the ICU beds are available in such a hospital. So with a quick route methodology, we can take the admission. And seamless hospital admission, because in the panic situation we should always try to avoid the paperwork, which we can do later, but that can be taken care by this app, that means service. And another is the daily patient progress update. This is very unique concept, if you see that. So I can say that if you know that there are many IoT products are installed in our ICU, and we are really eager to, as a patient attendants, we are eager to ask for, okay, to the doctor, nurse, and other staff, what is the patient condition. That is no probability, that is a probability that you may not get the answer. They are also really busy. So in this case, the IoT monitoring, whatever the data is there, that will be reflected in your app. And AI integrated, it will convert to understand it in better way, and so that it will give you that picture where is your patient stands. And another one is that whatever the doctor feedback is giving on paper, that will also reflect back to your app. And this is coming under the rules and regulation of Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. It's not going out of that. And very frankly, because I have seen this, because whether this policy is violating or not, I have already checked, this is coming under that. And another one is that so this is what the another one is the post treatment care service. If you see the post treatment care service after operation or after ICU, so there are a lot of physiotherapy and injections and for wound dressing. So there are a lot of activities should be there, and people are really getting moving here and there to get that service. So here this platform also going to provide that service till you get the recover from the from your pain. So this is user centric canvas. So I'm not going to touch anything because I have already elaborated. Only I'm going to put to the three things. One is that fear, another is the unique value proposition, another is one is the solution. If you see that the fear is that always we have the fear of the delaying emergency response, we have the fear to not getting immediate hospital ICU admission, we are really being fear for that unable to help the while away. Another one is that you are fear for the poor and that missed post-treatment care. So this is very, very effective if this kind of system get implemented in the market. Another one is that the unique value proposition, because apart from that other competitor, we are going to provide this kind of service where people are not feeling panic. They are not feel that okay, what I can do in this situation. So this is for that ensure the fast ICU and hospital admission, monitoring and update timely, and delivering instant ambulance as a doorstep with fully equipped. That means it's not like that okay, any ambulance will come. That's fully equipped where the ICU also be inbuilt over there. That currently government has circulated that most of the 50% ambulance should be has the capacity for the ICU treatment. And another is
Hi,
just yeah.
Jitendra. I'm sorry for the interruption. Can you take a minute more and wrap the
Yeah.
presentation? Yeah.
Okay. And the solution we have, as I said, now this is a smart monitoring and AI powered application. So now I can hand over to Satyajit for MVP. So Satyajit, can you elaborate it?
Yeah, sure, Jitendra. Thanks for the introduction. Guys, I'll share my screen. I think we are short of time.
So actually, we want to elaborate a lot of things, but time is not allowing to us.
So, like Jitendra rightly explained, we are providing a unified healthcare platform. Now, there are some competitions which are already available in the market. The solutions that rely on the telemedicine, e-pharmacy, and all. But when we were discussing about this product, so we identified some huge gaps. So we are trying to address those gaps. So one of the gaps, like Jitendra identified, that there is no SOS service availability. Whenever a participant or any patient needs an SOS service, he needs to maybe search for the nearest hospital or go contact whatever the contact available is with him, or search any phone directory and all. So we are trying to ease those gaps.
Satyajit, I'm so sorry for the interruption.
Yeah.
Due to time constraint, we have two more teams. So please run through the presentation. You can share the slides and you can just wrap
Sure.
up another one.
Sure. I'm doing that. So, to cover those gaps, what we are going to be providing is two things. First is the website, and another is going to be our app. So the subscriber or the visitor, whatever who is coming to the site, right? First they need to subscribe to our service. Okay, so we have many things available here, like the pharmacy store, the specialist doctors, and we have the availability of the path labs. You can book the home collection service or the diagnostic center. And then once the subscriber is there, so you have
Yeah,
some.
Satyajit, are you sharing your screen? I'm not able to see. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Is it not visible?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
visible. It's
visible.
visible to us.
Okay.
We can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank
once the subscriber is there, so they will see these kind of options in their app. So SOS option is always available with them, related to their health status and all. It's available on the click of their phone. And along with that, some recent patient updates, like whether their recent subscription or medicine is running out, they need to refill. Recent lab report, whether they have scheduled any lab test and all, upcoming appointments. Along with that, we have the health overview as well, and along with the medication schedule. And also, if they have booked an ambulance, where is the ambulance? So which way are you going to take the patient, and driver details and all. Along with that, if some DS patient is submitted to the hospital, so integration with the IoT systems and means the whatever the equipments we are going to integrate, like BP monitor or health equipments are there. So integrate with the census data and try to have a lab live report in the mobile format available to the dearest of them. So these are like some of the features. Like I'm sorry, like I couldn't explain in deeper, but yeah, I think we are open to questions if the juries have. Yep.
Yeah, one more thing is that, as I said, right, persona case, we have three slide, but unfortunately it was not included. But we have three slides which have no dedicatedly we have interacted with their family and with them regarding this services. Yeah. Now we are open for the question and answer.
Yes, now let's get in for the questions and feedback from the juries. Deboy sir, your questions for the team.
I
Okay,
can go first.
yeah.
So this is a very critical problem to solve, right? Like in the society. So glad that you're thinking about it. Just that I have like I found a couple of glaring gaps, right, in terms of like how you're positioning, like or what like you're trying to present. One is you're thinking more from the patient standpoint, which is fine. How would you provide these services? Let's say if click SOS button, what happens after that? Like
Yes. Maybe.
what
Yeah.
So
So the moment you click SOS button, there is a 24/7, our customer that people will be there. They have already integrated. We have already integrated with nearby the doctor, and from the AI model, we'll find that okay, from the location, GPS location, where exactly the hospital is can be provided with a quick response, and the ambulance service also be there in that GPS location where you can know there is a a routing table, that there is a specifically routing concept is there in the AI which will identify which is the nearest that hospital and where is the nearest ambulance service which can be come and attend the patient within quick response of time.
so will you have all these ambulances, or are you
Yes,
partnering?
that's why I told in the beginning. So it will be integrated with the infrastructure, hospital infrastructure service providers.
So yeah, let me add to Jitendra's point, Kunal. So basically, I'll give you a short story so that it will be understood. So once the patient or any subscriber has subscribed to our service, right, we will ask for certain details, the health details, health reports, medical insurance, all basically kind of all profiling kind of things where a general hospital asks. And if in need of emergency, they click on SOS button, we know where they are living, what is the nearest hospital thereby, what kind of health disease they are facing, any treatment live going for them, any prescription they are taking, and based on the nearest availability of the hospital or the condition, we can recommend the ambulance or the hospital. And there may be and also an option available with the budget of the subscriber. Let's suppose say there are three hospitals available, but there are of different ranges, right? So it will be available, or like the subscriber can select, okay, this is my first preference, I want to go to Akash, I want to go to Max, I want to go to this, right? So based on those availability, we will just reroute and connect the dots.
Like you are talking about extreme emergency scenario, right? Like so I just want to kind of understand like what is the end objective. Are you trying to figure out like help people in terms of emergency, or this is like a routine medical checkup, or
Yeah,
No,
any
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. Let me take this, Jitendra.
Hmm.
So emergency is just one part of it. The e-pharmacy consultation, the path labs, and all those platforms will be also integrated, right? So emergency situation, we already have the data of the person, but a normal subscriber, if they want to get any, let's say, blood test or sample test or any e-consultation, right? So that can also be provided based on the location of the person, or whatever the booking or path labs they are selecting.
because in an emergency situation I don't think anyone is going to go
Yeah,
to.
I'm coming to that. It's actually, Satyajit had missed out that point to elaborate. The thing is that during the emergency, we are here to provide from the ambulance to till they take the admission in the hospital till the discharge. That is our responsibility to coordinate with the patient and their attendants, so that even the billing and all the formalities will be taken care by this platform services.
Okay, thank you.
Because this is our key no feature. All people are giving routine checkup things, all these things, but no one had thought of this one. So this is what, yeah, this is a very critical things. But we have checked the Iceman digital that mission, and it is compiled to that.
Thank you, sir. Chelapan, sir, your feedback and question
I
for the
think
team.
Kunal did cover it just from a value
Okay.
proposition perspective, because if you see the first call of action when somebody has an emergency is to dial up, like say in Karnataka, if you see most of the places you'll dial up 108.
Yeah,
And most of the other places there is a 911, which automatically takes you to the nearest hospital. More often than not, you know the hospitals that are right next to you, and every hospital by law is supposed to treat an emergency. It's
correct.
only after the first care is provided, you are transferred to any other hospital of your choice, or if there is a better hospital. So that's the reason even I was slightly confused about, because this at the end of the day looks like a marketplace where you basically have everyone signed up, kind of all the hospitals and everybody that is actually signed up, and you are actually doing the routing part of it.
Yeah, not only routing part, that is the part, because I'm not able to explain because of the time constraint. The thing is, I have already felt that pain. I'm seriously saying. So they will connect, they will not drop you there, they will not listen you at all. So the ambulance will come and not drop you at hospital. Then who is going to take care of you, right? Because of the panic situation. So our services provider will be there, who can assist you and each step, so that till the patient get recovered and come back to home.
Yeah, so like Jitendra is explaining, we will be already having the patient history. And in case the nearest one and dearest one, and especially in COVID, we felt that most of the people could not join, right? If some nearest one was in care of need of emergency or treatment, so they could not join, they were helpless. So in these kind of situations, if someone cannot join, they are remotely there. So some personnel would be there along with
Yeah,
the part.
and just think about, you are away from your home, who will
So
going to take care of your family if something is happening?
yeah.
So is the ambulance will come and take your family member and drop at hospital? Is this necessary for, is this enough for us? No. But the
Yeah,
thing is, someone should be there as a shadow for you, who can take care of your family till you come back.
yeah. So the data that is required for the hospital, right? What is going on? Do they have insurance? Generally, all these things, any hospital will ask, do they have insurance? What is going on? Are they on any prescription and all? So those kind of medical history would be provided by the person, right?
Yeah.
And also will be available digitally.
Any more question?
Okay. Devoy, sir, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Your questions and feedback for the team?
yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So first, couple of feedbacks. So like when I was going through your MVP, so as Chilapans and others, fellow jury members also stated, it looks like more like a marketplace, like you are everywhere, starting from pharmacy to emergency service to hospital and all
Yes, yes,
everywhere.
yes, yes.
So what I feel is in MVP, the sharpness is little missing. Okay, because what you are projecting, it's like a very full-fledged product, like probably a 5 years down the line, probably you must be having a product like that. But when you started your presentation, you started with saying emergency.
Yep,
You are focusing
correct.
on emergency as one of the key thing.
Hmm, hmm.
But that sharpness I was not able to find in the MVP.
I think in the MVP it was already mentioned. Maybe Divya, you might have missed it, but I can read it out here. The one is that one taps SO service. We have a single button request for the ambulance, capture user location, alert backend support in the nearest ambulance, and basic live tracking link. I have already mentioned. Maybe that part has missed out because
Yeah,
of time
so
constraint.
that
Yeah,
is more about the mobile app, but think
yeah,
of the different personas. So when you were talking about the different personas, what you have studied,
Mhm.
I think you are missing on the lot of personas there as well, or maybe I will say granularity of the persona. Like
Mhm.
they, when you are saying family members staying in the home or something, okay,
Mhm.
family members can be kids also.
Yep.
Okay,
Mm.
think parents are in work, they went to office, okay, and kids are alone at home. They don't have the mobile or mobile app or something. They don't know about these services. Have you thought of how they are going to press that SOS button? Okay,
Yes, yes,
there,
yes, yes.
yeah, so
Correct.
there can be people who are on the move in car. They might have access, might not have access.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. For
So
example,
maybe, yeah,
mhm. For example,
go ahead.
let's say, yeah. For example, let's say if anything had happened to, if the elder people are not there, at least the children cannot do that. At least the once the elder people will be there, at least they can, ask their parents, they can call their parents, and or someone can help them. So in this case, that's the corner scenario where you can know your parents can take a call and do the SOS button. If that case is not feasible for them, then this corner scenario we have to think, and how we should know enable in such a way that even though that can be very well now handled by the kids as well in case of emergency. It's a
Yeah.
nice feedback.
Okay.
Yes, like Jitendra said, right? This is a corner scenario if some child is at home, and when they are on move, right? If anybody is in their car, and also right now as the auto industry is progressing, we do have telematics option available in the cars. We can register the SOS contacts. So one contact could be like our platforms in those kind of scenarios. So at least that problem we can address from the auto point of view if someone is on the move, right? But like the children one is again a corner scenario that we will think of it.
So
Yep.
generally, right, while on one side we are debating on the merits of the product, if I were to basically apply a more neutral lens and look at it more from a product management discipline perspective, right? What Divya is trying to tell you is there are a lot of things that you're actually trying to do,
Yeah.
right? You
Correct.
define an MVP,
Correct.
which would be because all of us are constrained with
Mm.
resources, time, bandwidth, everything is
Yeah.
actually going to come.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
If we have to build all of this and get all of this live, and if that is the screen that you're actually telling,
Mm.
then it's going to take a substantially long amount of time and energy and resources to
Exactly.
have it done.
Exactly.
But then that
And
does not qualify as an MVP,
yes,
right?
and also a lot of collaboration also needed.
So
It's
then the
not
question
yes.
is your MVP crisp enough that you can actually go to market with? Or does it solve world hunger? Right? I think that's
Mm.
something for you people to ponder upon purely from a product management discipline perspective. I'm not
Sure,
talking
Okay.
about
sure, sir, sure.
problem and a
Yeah.
solution perspective.
Sure. 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 We'll take care of it.
Like on this SOS thing only, one suggestion maybe we can think of, like if I am just starting with a MVP, okay, again, this is just a suggestion, you might think differently also. So like in my, you might have seen in cabs also, we have one red button,
Correct.
especially in Bangalore cabs, I
Correct.
have seen those,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So can we install those red buttons at home? Maybe you can take license, like say two, three buttons in each room or wherever you want, like
Very
based
good.
on
Very good. Yes.
subscription. Okay.
Correct.
Second,
Correct.
you can install in your car. Now you have
Mm.
mobile phones also. Now, if
Mm.
parents are there, they can press that button. Childrens are there, at least parents can teach their children and elderly that you can press this button if you
Yeah.
need something anytime. Okay.
Yes, that can
And
be
then your
done. Yeah.
entire starting tracking starts, like where that person is, or if it is move, it is on the move, you can track that person, and then entire thing can happen. So
Yeah.
this one killer feature can be your like starting
Correct.
point, and then you can start building upon.
Okay, I can take only few seconds. That's a very good point. That's also thought of Satya and may discuss. There is a IP SaaS. You people have already know that, right? SaaS product and IP SaaS product. When I'm talking about the IP SaaS product, this kind of things will be enabled with the IP SaaS product. Though this is a SaaS product that can be enabled with the IP services, and it can be, it can be triggered from any point of time.
Yeah, okay. One last thing, you also mentioned about in hospital you are going to integrate with like the CT scan machines or the different machines which are there, IoT and all. Again, those are like too much at this point. From a MVP perspective, I would
Mhm.
say you are trying to enter into the hospital like infrastructure and all. So just think from MVP.
Sure.
It should be really MVP. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Sure.
the
that's all.
one thing is that if you see the circulation that circular from the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, there is no restriction for that, and everyone has the rights to take that information. They have to do that, otherwise the license will be in their problem. So for that reason, this is not an easy big task, but it can be done, and it can be taken care as part of the MPP if this is the possible case.
Okay.
Thank you, team. Thank you, sir, for the feedback. Kunal, sir, your score for the team?
I mean, a really great problem, but just the fact that MVP is not structured, I'd say 2.
Your score, sir?
2.
Out of 5? 2. Okay. Divya, sir, your scores?
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay. Chellapan, sir, your scores for the team?
3. Again, probably a great problem, a great solution
3.
to go
Okay.
after. I think from a presentation perspective, you missed out important aspects like the customer persona was not really clear as far as the presentation was concerned. What are the exact pain points from a customer persona again was missing, and the MVP definition.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Audience, please scan the QR and you can vote for them. Here are the results. Thank you, team. So now let's get into team 3. Usha, Nikhil, and Mamta, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you can start sharing your screen.
Just a second.
You can start sharing your screen and you can start the presentation. Nikhil, who's going to share the screen?
Nikhil is sharing.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of connectivity issue, so it is getting a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
Please don't
Okay.
mind.
Yes, your screen is
Should I start,
visible.
Nikhil?
Are you able to see my
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, your
Uh,
time starts now.
yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Today we are presenting our product called Little Life. Just a second, I'll enable my video. An AI-powered children healthcare and wellness platform built by myself, Usha, Nikhil, and Mamta. So, Little Life is a single intelligent platform that brings together the health record, developmental tracker, milestone, and AI nutrition-based AI guidance and illness guidance. And there is a centralized digital record storage for the bills, papers, and reports from the doctors. And we have an AI integrated question and answers platform over there. So, usually, what happens is the problem is when it comes to the new parents or already existing parents with age between
0 to 12 years of children. Usually we will be having a vaccinations and we will be having a regular checkups and other things related to the child's health care. And there are multiple trackers and multiple apps, and there are multiple nutrition guidelines we have to follow. So everything is scattered all over WhatsApp, papers, and other generic emails and generic apps. We are keeping track of everything. So what we have planned is we bring all together and integrate it into one app, which is called our Little Life, where we provide. Go to next slide. Yeah, where we provide nutrition guidelines, and there is a storage to store their data, their children's data, and as well as uh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, vaccination tracker and child milestone growth records and everything. So the problem that we are solving here is the all these things that are, there is an emergency and there is a critical situation for parents. They need immediate assistance for the baby is choking and they don't know what to do immediately. So we will have some guidance related to that, or there will be a temperature for the baby more than 1 or 2 degree, and immediately we don't know what to do. So those problems are getting covered here in our applications. And we have a small video clipping which we created in AI generated platform. Nikhil, can you please play that? So we'll watch that and come back.
Or 5. Drawers open, papers everywhere, 3 email accounts. No answers. Did he get the flu shot? Was it last month or next week? What did he eat yesterday? Was it dairy? We don't even truly know the food we're giving him. We can't remember vaccination dates. We forget what matters most. We track groceries. We track taxis. We track packages in real time. But when it comes to our child's health, we're guessing. Guessing at 3:15 a.m. feels like failing. Parenting is hard. Not knowing shouldn't be part of it. It's through
Yeah. So based on these problems, we have set a target audience to reach, like 0 to 12 years is our target audience for our applications. Like parents who have children is between 0 to 12 years, and parents who are seeking immediate guidance and reassurance on what they are doing for child health. And this is particularly for urban and semi-urban families who look for digital reliable guidance, and the single parents or working parents who wants to coordinate with the healthcare community, or their mom's community or parents community will be there. And remote caregivers, some kids will be with their grandparents and they don't know how to track or manage things, so we can guide through this app to them. Yeah, the next slide. Yes, we have interviewed few clients, so few users who are into this problem that they are facing in their daily life, and we have the interview questions and we have the audio recording, which is there, which we have attached in the deck for your reference. So thank you so much. The next slide will be continued by Mamta. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So basically, we have, our target audience is, as we said, that these are the parents who are working or who are living alone, or they are having, a lot of, maybe the first child or the very new parents. So we have taken care of two, persona here. Beside, these are the major persona, though we interviewed many parents, and check out the problem that we use for this particular persona thing is DBAC framework, where we talk about the demographic behavior, attitudes, and other goals, what exactly their problems are. So based on that, because based on that, we have created this empathy mapping, wherein we understand the problem that parents are facing, and we try to correlate. Like, so what are the problem? The problem is conflicting advice. There are multiple advices available, not a single source of place where we can, put up all the prescription and everything. You just have to open and, check it out. There is a growth tracker also. There are the, if the child is, allergic to something, everything you can, put it there. So we understand each and everything in the empathy mapping, where exactly their pain is, and we try to relate this pain to the gains. We try to relate this pain and try to make it connected with the gains. So for that, we have created a value propositions here, where there is a we are empowering parents for, because the problem is clear to us that we want to address to the the parents. I am not elaborating it because we really want to show you what prototype we have created. So it's only thing that we address each and every problem that Usha has discussed, and we created those problem, and we align these problem with the with the solution in the app. So I would like Nikhil to take it further to show us the the MVP and prototype. Nikhil, over to you. Nikhil, your voice is not coming. You're mute. You're mute. Nikhil, you're mute.
Yeah.
I request you if you can pause the timer, because I think there's some network issue.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Nikhil, share the screen.
My laptop was stuck, so I can you see my screen?
No, Nikhil, it's not. Yeah,
Yes.
we can share it. Yes.
Yeah. So based on the core problems user is facing, we introduce six main features in our app. So one is vaccination tracker, centralized digital records, and growth miles tracker, and illness care guide. So I directly want to jump into the prototype. So please be free to scan the QR and experience the app along with me. So we thought of doing an app similar to this. So in that we have the first one is home tab. So in the home we want to show the user where he can get quick access to the next things. So in that we are going to show alerts and reminders where user will get to know what all the alerts he will have on the particular day. And the next we are going to show development snapshot, which is our one of the core feature, where a parent will know is their child is developing normally, or is there anything abnormal in their development. So we are going to compare their child's growth with already present in the uh, web where we compare them. So based on the normal index, how is the child is getting to know, like we will know their first smile and recognize their when they try to talk, all these kind of things. And the next feature is we are going to have records, where in the records, whenever user gets into any hospital or prescription, they get prescriptions, so they can store them as a one folder. So in this, user will can directly scan and upload, So instead of clutter where user will keep all the files in different areas, so we will have one centralized one. So also we will user no need to go and search what is in the files. We will directly use our AI and it will summarize what's there in that content. And also we have a tracker. It's a core feature where we have vaccination and medication tracker. In the vaccination, we will compare if a vaccination provided by WHO or Indian health organizations, and we suggest vaccinations which are based on age, which are important, which need to be taken by the child. And if they want, they can click on add vaccines and it will be added to my vaccines. So here they can add like is it completed, or they can schedule and they can visit for the hospital. And the main core feature is guide. So in this we are going to show the users the personal guidance, so where they can know their features related to nutrition. So user can create a customized plan, so they can get the nutrition details and they can give their child proper nutrition. And another one is quick care, where in suddenly any child faces any problem and the parent doesn't know what to do, so they can come here and we have a
Nikhil, I'm sorry for the interruption. You can wrap it another 1 minute.
sure. So we have a symptom checker, so where we have a pre-built blocks where user can search the symptom and will show the related block to him, and they can compare with the disease and they can diagnose. If it is also not efficient, we have a one a chatbot where they can interact with the chatbot and they can know the details. Also, this chatbot can go through the records which they may, given, and it will also give feedback efficiently. And for the future, we also have a doctor option, so where a user doesn't need to go and search all the things to contact a doctor. They can directly save here and they can call whenever they need it. And also we suggest other few doctors which are near to them, so they can also contact them. And for the future reference, we also want to implement snapshots and connect community. In the snapshot, they can add their child memories. In the connect, they can add a community and they can interact with the community. But these two features are for future, and we are open for the any further doubts. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thanks for the presentation. So now let's get into the feedback and Q&A. Chella, your feedback and questions for the team.
How many parents did you talk to?
We spoke up with around 12 to 15 parents.
And do you actually know that every parent actually gets a vaccination book from the hospital, which the doctor actually fills in every time?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
it's
is the
right.
physical one. So we plan to digitalize
Why do you need
this.
it to be digitalized? Because like the way in which I was looking at this entire thing is, see, parenting is a very, very personal art, and it's extremely important from a parent perspective. And they, in this day and age, looking at your target segment, they have like a one child or a two child kind of a scenario, right? So every parent that I know of has basically got two books, right? One is a vaccination book, and the other one is a file where they have all the medical records that are there.
Correct.
And would you even trust AI when it actually comes to a child and recommendations? So one thing is everything cannot be AI and everything need not be AI, right? Something that because the use cases that I saw over here did not really have a lot of. So the biggest question to you is, of all the use cases that are, what is the value of digitizing all of this? That according to you, what is the biggest value that you are providing that today a parent does not have, or he or she faces a big issue?
One place collection of all the prescription, basically.
So there is a file that every parent maintains.
But
As soon as you go to the hospital, you put it into the file, and that's a record.
Correct. So the thing is, that file will be at home or we'll keep it in some place. So whenever we want to check the file, when is the next vaccine? So we think that we are working parents and we are in the office. So we want to schedule a meeting or plan for any weekend gateways from office. So this is an example I'm giving. So immediately I want to check when is my baby's next vaccination, and I cannot call home and I cannot ask them to open the book and check. So this is the easy and reliable way to
All I'm saying
use
is
it.
think long and hard about the use cases, because
Okay.
you're talking about vacation planning and then you're talking about a baby's vaccination and you think that somebody cannot call.
No,
All
no,
I'm
no, not
saying is,
vacation planning. That office outing will be there, no? So in the weekend or weekdays,
so how
any
difficult it
like
is.
that.
I think the only thing that I had when I went through this,
Hmm.
great prototype, by the way, right?
Thank you.
Good use of UI. You actually AI. You're able to create a prototype, which is a real value addition for PMs that are there. But purely from a problem space and a solution space, things like I will look at WHO guidelines and add the vaccination. That's what I saw.
Correct.
Vaccinations are recommended by the doctor or the pediatrician whom you're consulting, right? And parents follow
Correct.
it, right? It's
Correct.
not about parents go decide which vaccine should my child actually take or add a vaccination or set up a schedule. All I'm saying is a little bit more study with respect to parents, their pain points, understand what is the real problem. It'll be a good use case.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
I'll go next. I mean, I completely resonate with what Telepan was also calling out. Like, really good UI, though. Like, in terms of like the flow, you're really able to understand like what you're trying to do. Couple of questions. One, in terms of like when you played the video, right? Like the video was more around like, hey, in case of emergency, we'll do X, Y. We'll use this app. And you are using AI in terms of emergency. I mean, how like so that is not correlating in a way, like like in terms of, do you have doctors who can actually validate if like let's say if a baby is in an emergency, like you need to have trusted medical inputs, not like some AI generated input that will give you certain aspect of it. So even the chatbot, let's forget about that emergency situation. Even for like, let's say something like a fever, right? If a baby has like a fever of 101, for example, like there are multiple reasons why that fever might occur, right? It could be viral infection, could be anything else. So how is that AI? And like there are like people can always Google search, like, and they have all the even like WHO related websites, or some of the other trusted peer research websites are also there, where they'll provide like similar information. What like this like, where is this use case around AI, or what is it adding in terms of content, is something that I just wanted you to consider.
So
Yeah, Nikhil, go ahead.
So we will implement the AI. So we will use the LLM. So which will only will get the data from health related content, and it will only get the data from the websites which are related to health, and it will only like will also already feed that data on for that LLM to only answer the proper properly which we was given by which is related to health. And also we will also keep a uh, doctors or other as our clients. So whenever it's necessary, they can also contact our doctors and they can get the suggestions. And we are thinking like if they get any issue, so first they will get panic. So when they know a little bit what is the issue about it by searching in the website, so they will get to know 60 to 70% what's the issue is. So if they feel it's not that efficient, so if they are still in like contradicting it's not the proper issue, they can contact our doctors, or also they can even contact the doctors which will. So instead of searching for the doctors in the list and getting the prescriptions, all these things, they can directly do it.
And like, so would you keep your AI open-ended in this case? Like, would it answer all the questions that anyone would have, or would you want to keep it like specific to certain use
So
cases?
the thing is, based on the records they upload, the doctor's prescription and the reports of childs they upload, our AI will summarize and give the output related to that. So that will be very specific to that particular baby. And also when it comes to the doctor integration, So we are planning to go with a doctor integration by approaching multiple hospital and getting them to come to our platform and help the community in our next phase of the release.
So generally, most of the health related concerns for the baby are common. So we can take some common issues and we can feed that to LLM and it will answer. Or also we can also create a blocks. But whenever parent tries to search for it, they can get to know like when I see in the perspective of parent. So I see this. So these are the common things. So okay, I'm satisfied little bit, but if they want to know little more, they can contact with the doctor. So I'm
like my only thing is like most of this is solved, right? Like you would either have like all your, they can do search even today and like you'll get that information. The other aspect of digitizing the medical reports are also solved in a way. Like, so is this trying to just aggregate everything together and make it more personalized? Like I'm just trying, like maybe just encouraging you to think the use case
Yes,
a little more
yes,
broadly in
yes.
terms of where this can land. I mean, like there are multiple ways in this can get evolved, right? Like
Yes.
the thing that you just presented is a solved problem. Maybe we need to have like a more nuanced solution on top of it. That's the only solution. Or that's the only
Okay.
feedback.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Thank you,
I
sir. Thanks for your feedback. Dival
yeah.
sir, your feedback for the team?
Yeah. So overall, like the flow and the presentation is very good. So I think the way you are approaching towards the problem is also good. But I think at lot of places you have oversimplified the stuff. Okay. But the reality is ground reality might not be that simple. Uh, yeah. So like starting from the vaccination, like as the other jury members were also saying, uh, doctors, like there are hospitals, even if the hospitals are digitalized, they prefer putting a small sticker after each vaccination. They take the sticker which has the expiry date and some name of that vaccine, and they put on the that particular whatever the card is there. Okay, so it's a, and then they sign or something. What is the next date when you should come? So all are handwritten. Okay, so now if today you have taken vaccination at one hospital and then you are moving to another hospital for another vaccine, so you might be taking the same card and then you are there, the doctor might put something differently. So that is how the vaccine records are being maintained right now. So how you are going to bring that in your app, that is one. Second is when it comes to the food and all, again each parent has their own choices. Like some might be saying, oh, dal khichdi is good for my kids. Another one saying, okay, dal khichdi with some ghee is good. Some might be putting some carrots. Okay, so there are a lot of variants which are available, and people believe that adding this or giving this food might be good for my babies. So have you thought from all those angle? Because if you will ask AI, it will probably give a lot of generic stuff like, okay, you should give, say, I'm just taking some random things, like give some sandwich or give dal rice or this. So it will give very specific, it will not go regional wise or as like in your parent like generations, how kids has been grown up. So there might be a flow which will be there and you want to continue with that. So a lot of these nitty-gritties which are there, if those can be brought in the app, I don't know how, then this can be really a very useful app. But right now it is very oversimplified, but at least you are in the right direction, thinking all the data points which are there. Yeah.
So we have plans for a subscription plan to have a nutrition guide with us. They can guide and help to plan their child nutrition meal accordingly. So that plans will be like a subscription for these many features, and we have the subscription like that we are planning currently. So in that case, they will get their personalized nutrition guidance based on their region and their food habits.
So to add on, so vaccination tracker not just limited like every doctors will prescribe and they will be maintained, but most of the parents, if they move from one doctor to another doctor, they will know which vaccination to give, but they will not remember when to go and when to take the vaccines. and also parent will know why the vaccine is will be given, and when to give the vaccines to the children. And to add on, like based on app, so we already have autos, rickshaws, and everything in the locality, but still we prefer to go by the Uber. So still we have a lot of apps and free apps to work on same use case on our app, but combining all together into our app will add value.
So this is like a storing the records into digitalized form. So that doesn't affect, I guess, to the shifting the hospital to hospital or changing the vaccination or anything. They are just keeping it for their reference, and they can view it whenever they want. Instead of like in emergency situation, they want to see the immediate prescription, and the prescription is at home and they are in some other places, and they can directly open their this app and they can check the prescription and they can forward it to their doctor and then get the guidance from the doctor immediately. So this is what the plan we have kept for the record storing system.
Okay, and you have also shown one feature where you are recommending the doctors which are nearby. So have you thought of how you are going to onboard those doctors on your platform?
That we are planning for B2B, this one. So business to business, we are planning to integrate with the doctors to join our platform. Like if you can say the Practo, they have the doctors integrated with the platform, and you can consult online or you can visit the doctor, you can book an appointment. So these things are going to be in the next phase of the app release.
Okay.
Thank you, team. Thank you, sir. So your scores for the team?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. Kunal sir, your scores?
4.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chalapan sir, your score for the team?
4.
4.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So team, please scan the QR and you can cast the vote for the team.
QR code is not visible.
Yeah. Yeah, you can start scanning the QR now. Okay, thank you, Natasha. Hi, Natasha. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yes, you can start presenting your screen.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. I'm starting my slideshow. I'm Natasha. I hope my screen is visible.
Natasha, no, your screen is not visible and there is some connectivity issue from your side.
Okay, 1 second. Is my screen visible?
No, not it.
1 second. Hi, everybody. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I'm Natasha, and I would like to start
No, it
for
is
my
yet
project.
to get, no, it is not yet reflecting for us.
I'll just wait then.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'll ask a question, which is
Yes, project
what
workout. Yeah, it's
one.
visible. You can start.
Yeah, yes. So I have a question for everybody, which is a universal question that everyone faces, whether you are young, old, raising kids, running a skillathon, anything. It is what is there for dinner, what is there for lunch, what is there for breakfast. Khane mein kya banana hai? Universal question, no matter where you stay, which country, whether you're a project manager, a founding member, or just a housewife. So I would like to now present my project, Walk It. So it says happiness is homemade, and let's see what this all is. We all now use Blinkit and Q-commerce applications like how? So the executive summary for my problem statement. What are the customer pain points in Indian e-commerce? So it's quality and freshness inconsistency, escalating the fee creep and price inflation, something we call vibe costing or vibe pricing. You order from different phones, for example, an iPhone or an Android, or if your phone is on charging or low battery, it senses and you get a different fee structure. It's a reality. Inventory and stock instability at home and at dark stores, rigid customer support and return friction, environmental and packaging guilt, and then ethical concern over rider safety, and especially when we had the Bengal elections when there were so many people weren't there, even the deliveries took a hit. Now let's look at the problem statement from the end user perspective. Strategies to cope with anxiety. You know, we all are dealing with our own stuff, yet we have to go on managing our day. So we have our own anxiety, then we have our symptoms, behavior, well-being, and then we have to manage everything on top of that. So the problem statement from the business perspective, what we need is the next generation of Q-commerce. Let's see, what is the problem? So there's a business erosion of traditional retailers and vendors due to Q-commerce, severe footfall reduction and revenue decline, margin erosion from predatory pricing. Q-commerce giant, they negotiate bulk pricing from FMGC and agriculture aggregators. Q-commerce app has successfully captured sales of high margin items, premium snacks, new launches, all showcase on Q-commerce apps. It's done. We know all of that. We all buy now like that. So this part is done. Let's look at how the fresh produce ecosystem is getting tampered. So to completely understand this, I would like you to just do one very simple exercise tonight. Order one papaya from your Blinkit app and order one papaya from your next door vegetable vendor. Cut them, eat them, and see the difference. So what I would like to propose here is let's solve for inventory interdependence, decision fatigue. We all are running on a certain bandwidth, right? And our pantries are no longer that well equipped. It's a reality, we can't deny it. So with the Walk It app, let's transcend basic logistics to become a complete culinary operating system. This framework would boost average order value through automated bundling while building deep user trust. One tap ingredient mapping, the action. Automatically, we'll pass your recipes text into structured shopping list and populate the cart in 1 second. The UX metrics. Reduce the search to checkout time by 85%. And we will auto deselect standard pantry staples, for example, salt, oil, based on the order history. How we might be. Users manually add ingredients in your normal Q-commerce app. Here in this app, one tap mapping would reduce your checkout time. One tap mapping, recipes will get passed into list. We'll reduce your time 85% checkout. Smarter filter prevents redundant purchases. Now, we conducted a user persona and user research of 60 people. Some of them I have taken their names and quoted. The value proposition that we are looking at. This is the latest funding from Zepto, Dunzo, Blinkit, Swiggy, and as we speak, Big Basket, Flipkart, and many more have already entered the Q-commerce landscape. Look at the dark stores, the cities that they are operating in, and their current valuation. This is the MVP. Walk it, tap, order, cook it. That's how the product images would look on the app. So you can actually do normal one ingredient cart as you do normally on a Blinkit, Zepto. You can just order one ingredient and be done with it. And the delivery guy would come and deliver. Or you can actually do recipe to ingredient to cart in one tap. For example, sandwich, oatmeal, dal tarka. We have options for all diet types. You can be vegetarian, vegan, non-vegetarian, or on a diet. We'll cater to everything. Or you can even create your own meal plan. Do you want to build muscle, weight manage, eat healthy? You name it, we'll cater. We would use location intelligence to optimize delivery zones and inventory to ensure faster fulfillment and better user satisfaction. And there will be one scan barcode that would be generated. So your order, for example, could be guacamole and sardo. You will get one order. Everything else will be handled back end. You don't have to do anything. For you, it's one tap that you want to have guacamole toast. We would look after everything else. So my role in this project: stakeholder interviews, user persona, empathy mapping, hi-fi, wireframes, visual design, design strategy, behavior patterns, user journey map, low fidelity wireframe, usability testing, competitive analysis, affinity mapping, task flow information architecture, user research and interview, literature review, user flow, and card sorting. And the entire detailed study is published on Behance to have a look, and the complete MVP on the app is ready for a live test stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. Thanks for the presentation. Kunal sir, your feedback? Uh,
Um,
Kunal sir, we couldn't hear you. Your voice is low. Meanwhile, can we know the feedbacks of Challapan sir?
Yeah. Hey, first of all, good presentation. I love the energy kind of that went through the entire presentation. But what's the business problem you're trying to solve over here, right? That part of it was not very, very clear. You spoke about how Q-commerce essentially is spoiling the world. Great. But what are you doing which a typical Q-commerce app does not do, apart from, like, say, a recipe-based order, right? So if you introduced a specific way of cart building, right? Which is fair. Now, I'm not getting into a debate of the efficacy of that, but I'm just saying that is something that you're, apart from that, what else, what is your value proposition apart from that single flow where I choose a recipe and then I basically get everything for that recipe at home?
Can you hear me? I can't hear anything.
Natasha,
Yes,
was I
we can
audible?
hear you.
We can hear you. Was my question audible?
No, it wasn't. It just blanked out.
Okay. The question, Natasha, is you started off the whole conversation saying Q-commerce is a problem. They've actually spoiled a bunch of things. And then you came up with a solution. The biggest change that I saw was instead of somebody the way you build a basket, right? You basically said, I'm going to go recipe backwards. I'm going to build a basket. Great. Apart from that, what is your value proposition, right? Like, what is it that you're going to do, which is different from a typical Q-commerce app or typical grocery app?
So here, what we have done is we have played with the information architecture. The mapping is the same. Your steps to checkout from, it's as simple as ordering an ingredient to getting all the recipes for the ingredient. For example, let's say today is Friday or a Saturday night, and you want to do a pizza making at home with your kids.
Okay, so
So all you have to do is just do.
I get that. Like I said, so the only value proposition that you have is you have basically added another way of discovery, right? And basket building. Is that a fair summary?
Not exactly. Not just a basket building, because we are doing a personalized recipe. So in your basket delivery, we've added value in terms of you can be ordering multiple, you could be ordering dinner for multiple people, different ingredients. So we have actually reduced, so we've looked at it from 2 point of views. One is to reduce the load of your delivery fees. If you're doing multiple deliveries in a day, to one delivery, which covers everything.
No,
And we have
everybody does it right now, right? So it all boils down to, I have a cart.
Expanded the entire structure. So to get things fresh, you would now have to location map a lot of fresh delivery people, vegetables and fruits people as well, not just depend on dark stores. So we are looking at a bigger merchant listing for the app.
Now it becomes world hunger, right? The moment you basically say you're going to do all of that. I urge you, because there are multiple problems you're talking about. One is a discovery problem, one is a basket building problem. The other one is the entire supply chain and the inventory management problem when it kind of comes to fresh goods. And different people play on different value propositions, right? For instance, Zepto plays on time. Somebody like, say, a First Club, which is a pretty new entrant in the market, who kind of does, their promise is very, very clear, right? They fresh quality goods and produce that they will basically bring. So all that I'm saying is, let the value proposition be like super clear as to what is it that you're trying to solve and why are you essentially solving it? Because through the presentation, I could not figure out how are you different from, say, a Zepto, except for the whole idea of basket building. Like, give a recipe, get all the products. That was clear. But tomorrow Zepto can add the feature if they believe that that's the best way to get a customer to build their basket.
That's where I would like to tell you that if you try to order, as I said earlier, order a papaya from a fresh grocery near you and try to order from a Zepto dark store, cut it and eat
I
it.
would go to First Club.
Yeah.
If I care about the quality of the papaya, I would go to First Club and order. Right?
Exactly. So yeah, so First Club would still be one of the rather new entrant at the moment, right? I haven't covered it in my study yet.
Fair, sure.
So the point that I'm trying to make is that freshness matters. And for you, you could just, all you're doing is just one tap and ingredients, all your recipe ingredients are getting delivered with you. So that's the MVP.
No, I understand. All I'm saying is be clear about it. One tap addition is not equal to freshness. That's a very different problem statement that you're actually trying to solve, because you're reinventing the entire supply chain logistics to basically get fresh produce out. And that's $100 million investment that's there right now, right? So I'm just saying, look at the problem statement, look at what is it that you basically want to offer, and then build the solution. That's it, yeah.
Kunal sir, your feedback for the team?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, apologies for that. Like, yeah, I think essentially like very good like framing of the problem statement, as well as like in terms of the overall UI. The only thing that I again wanted to going back to the comment that Lepan also had, like essentially you are also trying to replace the dark store, right? In a way where you are going to tie up with, let's say, your local grocery store, and then provide those fresh fruits and vegetables and all the ingredients that you're trying to do. How are you thinking about scaling this, right? Because you are competing against someone who is like already operating at significant scale. So if you are trying to go local, and trying to provide substitute products? Like, how are you thinking about tying up with all these local vendors?
Yeah. So you're right. So the detail would include that there would be customized options available. Like I said, for pizza, you would be getting the fresh pizza dough and the basil leaves that you need, the sauce, everything would be we are going to be customizing your recipe ingredients. So we are doing reverse engineering here. Whatever goes live on the app, we would build the stores for it before that. We would have tie-ups, right? So a Blinkit person or a Zepto person would go to a dark store. The delivery guy would probably go to 2-3 stores at a time, and you wouldn't be bothered because you would get a barcode, and everything else would be looking at is if next level, or what you can say if backend. So one delivery guy would go get all your ingredients together, get it packed and deliver it to you. So for you, you would get your pizza ingredients delivered to you different by different stores. So this is what I said earlier. It is next gen of Q-commerce. This generation of Q-commerce, and the way we go with the last minute ordering has reached and probably maximized to an extent that now we can introduce more options in it.
No, so like, again, like, just pushing back on that, right? Like, if you're saying, let's say if
I
I'm
have
ordering
another
pizza,
question for you, Kunal.
right?
Who does most grocery shopping in your household?
Like me, my wife, everyone, like we are all like big Blinkit customers, so we order multiple times a day. There
Yes,
are two things
exactly.
that I'm trying to look for, right? One is, like, let's say if I want to, like, make a pizza in the evening, right?
Yes.
I want things, let's say 30 minutes max, right? So if you're saying that you are going to go store to store and pick up, let's say, dough from one store, then you will go somewhere else, pick up, like, other ingredients like vegetables, and then like have that whole trip and come to me, like, when will it arrive? Like, rather I'll just order a pizza, right?
So
So
that's why I had shown you the location also, that if ingredients will be location mapped also. So we would be optimizing for location.
yeah, I mean, like, okay, like, you can obviously think about it a little more, like, in terms of like the scale that you're trying to operate, right? Like, there is a reason why dark stores are operational, because you have a lot of inventory in one place. If you're
Yes.
going vendor to vendor, it increases your scale. You have to connect with so many vendors and have all the inventory available across these vendors. Like, the logistics and the cost of just integrating all these vendors goes up exponentially. Second is around the time, right? So like, you also have to be conscious about like the time that you are delivering that order in. So I mean, just think about that. Overall, I think I like the idea. Just that, I mean, I think the logistic aspects of it needs to be further refined.
Yes, but the APIs already exist. You're right, but the APIs do exist. So there's well, even Google has announced universal commerce protocol now at their Google Summit. So I
Not
think we
about
are.
the API. It's not about. I'm not challenging the technical integration aspect of it. I'm just saying how do you go and connect with so many vendors? And because you are saying that you want to move away from a dark store and then connect with like a local vendor who can
No,
just
no,
provide.
not necessarily go away from a dark store, but expand that there are certain things which taste different. And just by adding, let's say 20% of your daily intake comes freshly procured, changes a lot in your health perspective also, and also sustainability for those local vendors. Even if it is just a 20% market share, or even a 10% market share that we start off with, that also makes for them to sustain.
And what is the definition of freshness? Like, how would you define that?
Uh, so the way things, that's why I earlier said that you need to experience it. Freshness can't be, you can't really define it. You have to experience it. So you have to be able to eat a papaya. As I said, order a papaya from a Blinkit and from your grocery store or your fresh produce store, just your nearby store, and see the difference.
No, I'm sold on that. I'm just saying that, like, just the logistics aspects of going to multiple vendors, you also have to take care of quality. You have to ensure, like, all of this, like, all of these vendors are integrated in the system. All of that is going to be a massive overhead that you are going to need to deal with, right? So just think about it. But otherwise, and
Thanks.
very nice prototype.
Thank you, sir. Dibai, sir, your feedback and
Yeah.
question for the team for Natasha.
So overall, Natasha, presentation flow was good, but I think the main problem what everyone is speaking about is basically the business problem what you are trying to solve is not very clear. While you have identified one of the key point which is freshness, but again, when it comes to freshness, the points what you are mentioning is it doesn't look more much scalable. Okay, so how to literally scale that doesn't coming out in your plan somewhere in the MVP or the product what you are showing because you started with freshness, but when you are presenting the final MVP, you are not literally talking about freshness. You are actually talking more about the ease of booking, or say you can placing a order, and then from recipes how you can basically place a order. So the initial problem statement of freshness was not coming out as a plan in your MVP. I think that is something which you should work on. Freshness is definitely a big problem statement to solve, and I agree with your example of like say papaya what you were giving. Like I personally also, when I want some green leafy vegetable, I never order on Blinkit or Instamart or anywhere. I prefer going to a local vendor and get those from there because I get more fresh leafy vegetables there instead of all these dark store vendors which are there. So I think work on that problem statement better and try to bring that as the center of your app if that is the core problem what you are trying to solve. Because if you will tell me that okay, no, I am trying to solve from recipe to you can easily place a order, that is the another problem which you are trying to solve, then there are different set of features or expectations or what user has. Like example, I want to order a pizza and pizza might need say 15 ingredients to make a pizza. Out of 15 ingredients, I already have 8 ingredients at my house and I only need those incremental ingredients. So how much to order, whether I have in my house or not. So all these are different problems to solve. So that's why be laser focused. That is my feedback here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, your score for Natasha.
2.
Okay, Kunal, sir, your scores.
3.
Okay. Shalapan, sir, your scores.
3.
3. Okay, thank you. Audience, you can scan. Keep your phone ready. You can scan the QR and cast the vote for Natasha. Kindly vote for Natasha, audience, please. Okay, here are the results. Okay, thank you, presenters and jury members. Before we announce the winner of Skillathon, juries, please accept the certificate of appreciation on behalf of IPL. And also, we would love to hear your experience on today's Skillathon and please share your final insights. Chillappa sir, can you share a few words about today's event?
Hey, again, thanks a lot for making me here. A Saturday really well spent, kind of, right? That's what I realized. So it was lovely to hear thoughts and lovely to hear the confidence with which the folks actually presented their thought processes. Great ideas, great execution. I know people have actually gone a long way to basically build this out, thought through this. I don't know how much time they kind of spent in getting to this particular stage, but it looks like time well spent for everybody who kind of did this. So enjoyed it a lot. Great work. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Deboy sir, your insight and about today's event.
Yeah, so overall, the participations was very good in the event, and it was really a great event also. So everyone presenting their ideas on different products which you are building, and definitely these are problems worth solving. I think they're on the right way. It just requires some deeper thinking. As we are talking more about the customer centricity in this particular event. So think more about around the customer, because a lot of time we take a lot of assumptions around customer. We don't put customer in the center. We just try to scrape something on the internet and then try to build something. That might not be very true, because when you start talking to real customer, you will see there are a lot of things which are coming in. I think overall good presentation. I keep it up. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us today. Kunal sir?
Yeah. Hey, first of all, thank you for having me. This was like a very good event and very good time spent with all of the folks here. Really nice presentations. I really like the fact that people are now also thinking about, like, putting together quick prototypes to kind of put together their or present their thoughts. Keep it up. I think that's a very valued skill these days in the industry, in terms of, like, rather than just having basic slides, how can you start putting together prototypes, and then you can ideate on based on that. So really nice skill to have. Secondly, I think all the use cases that were presented today were really good problem statements to begin with. Obviously they need a little more refinement, but all of them can actually become like real products. Everyone is on the right path. We'll just say keep it up and keep thinking more about, like, how do we cater for the end consumer, and then work backwards from there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now it's time to declare the Skillathon winners. Audience, any guesses? Okay. Congratulations. It's Team 2, Usha, Nikhil, and Mamata were the winner of the event, today's Skillathon event. Congratulations again. Well done. Please go ahead and share a few words about your experience with Skillathon today.
Guys, camera on. Usha, you're on mute. Usha.
Sorry. Yeah, it was a great experience, and this is a first time experience for me to do a presentation and answer the Q&As, and I'm very happy about it. And winning this is a next level. Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity that you have provided us. Yeah.
So it was really a great experience overall, because we worked, in the night after doing our, routine work. We used to sit at 11 o'clock. Let me tell you, because you were asking that how much time we have spent. Actually, we have spent, we left our spouses, children, and everybody. And we used to sit at 11 o'clock in the night, because we have to finish it until till 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And sometimes one of us has slept also. Nikhil, you remember? So we have a great experience, great team. Nikhil, Usha, and me, like, we are, different people, and we came together. And this platform has given us to know each other, know each other's strength. And, it is actually, this is simplified, but it was started with very complex issue. Like, we started with, a very elaborated form. Then we came down to this. Usha being a new mother and I'm being the old mother. So we decided to overpower Nikhil. And so say, okay, you will. So it is actually a great experience to be a part of IPL team. And gradually, I'm really thanking you all for giving all the insights. And it's actually, I had no words to say that how delightful we are being at this position. And thank you guys, everybody in the IPL team for giving us, such a good insight at every stage. There are 3 presentation happened under the same, thing, and every presentation help us to improve. So this is the byproduct of what we have learned in the last 3 months. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody. And that's all from my side. Nikhil.
Thank you, team. Thanks a lot. Thank you, dear audience and esteemed jury members, for being a part of today's Skillathon. So we are at the end of the event today. So see you all. Thank you all for joining. Next time, take care and stay safe. Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you, everyone.